Hi, I'm Amber Grimes. I'm the EVP and GM of LVRN Records, and I'm here with Ebony. The scariest thing that I ever had to do in my life, in my career, was quit my first job in the music industry. This is my dream. This is everything I worked for. I'm right here, and you're telling me that this is not the place, that I'm miserable. Why do I feel this way? I have to leave, but what if this and what if that? And then I did it, and I didn't die. Nothing happened. I went on and I discovered more about myself and how I want to be treated in the workplace and what I love and what I would absolutely never tolerate again. And I got another job and I got more opportunity and I created opportunities for myself. And then any time after that, something didn't live up to the standard of who I was or what I wanted out of my career. It was like a breeze. Goodbye. Quitting your first job can be a terrible experience, but it's going to be the greatest reward you ever give yourself for growth. The moment that I felt like I had the power to change the game is when I stopped thinking about all of the limitations and the rules that everybody tells you there are about the game. My goal here is to do everything that I want to do because I believe that I can do anything. So anything that I've ever wanted to try, I would just do it. You're only not a writer because you don't write. You're only not a host because you never hosted anything. So I tried things and I was terrible at them too. Let me tell you that, and you scratch that right off the resume. I would just do it. I wasn't thinking about being versatile. I was thinking about being who I wanted to be. I think it's been like maybe 2 or 3 years that I've been preaching to any young girl that wants to be in the music business. When they come to me and their first question is, how do you make it in this male-dominant industry? There's so many boys. It's a boys' club. It is what you make it. If that is your perspective going in, what you fear, you will experience. So when I stopped telling myself what I was going to experience and what was going to happen to me and what I needed to look out for and what was inevitable because this big bad music industry and all the mean men in it were going to get me, the game changed. If I could give one piece of advice to a young Black woman trying to make it in this industry, I would tell her to write down all of the things that she feels like are going to stop her. And most of those things are going to be your age, your race, your gender, where you're from, your educational background. These are my 5 things that I was worried about may not be enough. And take those things and look at those things and figure out why each one of those things is a superpower, why each one of those things gives you an advantage, so you never become your own worst enemy. So you never let anything that somebody else thinks about you stop you, because you know exactly why that thing makes you special. Whether it's positive or negative, it doesn't matter. Your voice has to become so strong about who you are that you can push through anything. And so I think you should get with that voice in your head as early as possible. What are these little negative thoughts you have about you, and change them immediately, and they will be forever changed for the rest of your life. I think how I pay it forward to the next generation with what I think the women that influenced me gave me is by being real, by being as real as I can. It's not always glamorous. This job is not always fun. You will not always win every award. It is okay. It's just not all perfect. And that is the beautiful part, because then I figured it out. I got through the day, I made it. And I think that part is a part that we as women don't show enough, because we generally want to make it look good, because we don't want anybody to think that it looks bad, right? We have enough pressure on us. We can't have anyone thinking we had an off day. Yes, we can. We absolutely can give ourselves some grace, because we are the problem solvers. The day is hard. We have the hardest job. We're supposed to fix it and make it happen. And I think just showing young girls, showing young people in general that if you want to be in this business, there's lots of pictures that you get to take for Instagram, and there's cool clothes that you get to wear and cool things that you get to do, but that's not the job. The job is the change that you make and the things that you actually make happen, and I try to be as upfront about that as I can. I think a Changemaker shows people what's possible. How does it feel to be honored as a change maker by Ebony? It's a beautiful thing to be recognized by a brand that I respect, a brand that I think has shed so much beautiful light on people that look like me. Before you believe that you can be anything, you do generally have to see it or some semblance of it to make it real for you and to open up the possibility or open up your mind that you can achieve something. And so now I think like, oh, whatever girl I saw on Ebony, some little girl's gonna see me and she's gonna be like, I can do whatever I wanna do. And that's the dream. That's what it's really about. So this is amazing. And I'm excited to be a change maker and to continue being a change maker because we're needed.